Hello, how y'all doing?
No, I missed my exam last week.
Oh, if you want, I can give it to you after class tonight.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that
Thank
way
you.
you can get it over with.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody got great, big plans for this weekend? Wow, that's nice. Bella, you're going to the New Year, Tiffany? That's cool. Yeah, my wife and I will be going to the New Year Saturday morning. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be among those VIP guests opening during the opening of the New Year's celebration. You'll be with your parent, right, Bella? That's cool. Look forward to seeing you then. So how many of you get the email that I sent out earlier today?
I got it.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
it.
some people were confused about the homework assignment, but I hope I explained it clear enough.
I was wondering about the homework assignment. Are we just supposed to, are any words okay, or are we supposed to be trying to use the double or triple consonants or the double vowels?
Um, the vowel doesn't matter if it's single or double, but for the first homework, it's a single consonant. The second homework is the double consonant. And then the third homework is the triple and quadruple consonant. That's how it goes. Because I want to see, like, if you start off with a single consonant of the 10 word that you can think of or that you know, just write it down. It doesn't matter which word. The whole idea is just, I want to know if you know how to spell the word that you use every day. That's all. Yeah.
I have a question then. I don't know if that was explained before or I might have missed it about the homework assignment. So then I probably did it on wrong. I thought I just had to look up any Hmong word and write the translation. Can I resubmit my homework then?
Yeah, you can resubmit it.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
I did explain that before too, but the email that just stacking up, so then they didn't change the class. Hmm. Mà nó more holiday, chứ lo chân nâng tôi chưa lo. Not as much as used to be. Usually we have close to 30 students. I'll wait till 7:10 if totally tell I'm going to start with what we have. While we wait for the other students, I'm going to share something with you all. Hmm. So do you all see my screen?
Yes.
This is the brochure that I'm putting out for the change organization that I was mentioning to you about. So I will email the digital file to your email so you each have a copy of this brochure.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are you part of the pictures at the stop? Are you part of the of the um people that's making that New Year this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I just have a question because mỗi cái pamphlet 呢呀，但是 I'm
Mm.
not selling anything, but this is just a pamphlet for the like
Oh,
family.
are you asking if I'm part like for the New Year
Right.
thing?
Or do you
No,
know?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. Do you know who I can contact?
I do have a contact person that is a volunteer for their excuse me. He volunteer with them, so I can ask him.
Oh, because the more it's just information. I'm not selling or anything, but it's just the Moilu nonprofit organization for the like because now housing is so expensive that the buy houses and
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to make the Hmong people aware of a program or so because it's so expensive that this non-profit organization helped them to get into houses when they think they can't. So
Uh,
because I don't want to set up a table or anything, but I just don't know how to go about making sure that people that Hmong they're aware of this program so that they can get help if they want to buy a house.
well, this is what I did one year. I don't know if you have any family members who actually have a booth there, but I just had a flyer that I was promoting a business that I was doing back then.
Mm-hmm.
I just brought them flyers with me and then just hand them out randomly. And then some people they will ask you, well, what is this about? And you just talk about it.
So if I do that in there, they're not gonna come and kick me out, are they? 'Cause
I
I
don't
don't
think
want
so.
to. That's why
You
I
must
wanna.
die at least any Mormon, unless you the Christian churches, they like to walk around passing out those little cards
Oh, okay.
praising Jesus Christ and stuff like that. So I don't
Okay.
think they can kick you out like that.
Yeah, because I'm not selling anything. I just want to make sure Hmong is aware of local programs to your China
Yeah,
because I know house is so expensive that this program is really good.
yeah. So this is my brochure for change, and this is the front cover, and then let's see if I have, and then that's the back cover. So I will be sending this to your email, so you each will have a digital copy that you can share with your friends and family for those who want to take Hmong classes in January. So, 你说呢？顺利的鼓励 student 了呢？ If you refer anyone to me to take the classes, they will get first priority because you refer them, along with those students who are waiting in line that are going to be enrolled in January. So, in January, I will not be operating under Monko Yiseng anymore. I'll be operating my Hmong classes under change. All right. Let me close that out. Okay. So it's already 7:13. So let's start this program, and whoever comes in afterward, they will be let in as they come. So tonight, our vocabulary that we'll be covering. Yeah, sure. Wait, we do have a quiz, which is the fifth quiz. Let me get that out of the way first. Hold on. and it's okay. I'm gonna send you the link in the chat. Did you all get the link?
Yep, we got it.
Okay. So this is the last quiz. And then next week, I will give you, yeah, so next week, the 4th, is going to be a makeup day. So if you have any homework assignment or quizzes that you haven't take, I'll give you up until that time to make up everything that you're missing. And then on the 11th will be the final exam. And then everything for the whole class must be turned in by the 15th of December. And then December 28th is going to be graduation day. All right. Are you all ready for the quiz right now? Awesome. You guys been such a really nice and energetic student that motivates me to teach. So our first question is a 3-word phrase. All of them are 3-word phrase. Okay. Mong shi ba. Mong shi ba. Second question. Go mong su. Go mong su. Third question. Chao mong dao. Chao mong dao. And the last question. Ntia su mong. Ntia su mong. Is it easy? Hard?
It was pretty
I-
easy.
Yeah, this one's easier than last week's.
Easier than last week? That's cool.
Can you say number 3 again, please?
Number 3 is Chao Mong Dao. Chao Mong Dao. I could also say Chao Dao Mong too, but sometimes depending on the word in the structure or the layout, it has a different meaning. So, like for example, họ tiệp mong đợi thiên đợi mong nè. It's like bên mong là lùa hệ tìa xài tò thiết tò xài là do. Well, let's just start with that. So what's the difference between xài tò thiết tò xài? Can anybody explain?
Can you ask that again?
Mong là lùa hệ tìa xài tò, cú xài tò có là tiệp cú. Yeah, 估細度個你只估度細個，我來路呢啲路都是係just switching back and forth, but they have different meaning too though. 細度啲度細，
It's not tao sai, right?
你
Like
摸
tao
落路
sai.
細，聽你摸落路度都是那樣。
Yeah.
Either 係只估度細個，或是估細度個。
Oh, okay. But it's not tao sai, like you spread rumors.
No, 只有度細哦，度
Oh,
細咪
細
spreading rumor。
Okay.
學度細那麼度細，即細度那麼 I welcome you。
Yeah, see, you don't.
Can I ask? I thought it was zai da, like zai, not sai. I think I'm hearing you say sai. I don't know if that's the audio, but it isn't zai da.
細哦，細 receive， yeah。
Okay, so I said zai, not sai, like it's S sound. It's zai, zai da, hit da, zai. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 我考慮你識到你講。
I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like they're both the same.
It sounds the same and people use it interchangeably, but they never distinguish the difference between the two. No. I just learned it from my buddy the other day. That's why we can know name. The 頭杯細多啲能細啲有好多出切個動機多個到跑多誒多推上啲個細了啲個多了的是啊。 họ cho ổn định tôi cho giàu ấy yêu thiên là tôi sĩ sử là nó thì có to lỡ lỡ cho có chỉ tài là có to lỡ lỡ thì lỡ tua thì có mà xài là tất cả thì chỉ có to lỡ lỡ họ cho có xài ổn định là mà cho ổn định tôi thật thân xong. That's what the difference is. They Hmong đã lưu tiền ní mua distinct differences. Thế mà giờ chỉ mua tụ là thất sai thì you would think, it's the same thing. Hai sai to là to, to sai là to. Either way, but there is a difference. Okay, look like all the quiz for tonight's class is turned in. So let's move on to the lesson for the night.
Can I ask a question about the final exam?
Yes.
You said that it's going to be 5 to 10 sentences, and you're going to recite the sentence, and we have to write the words or the vocabulary. Is that correct?
No, it'll be 10-word sentence, a 10-word sentence. Now, There will be 4 of them. Per question, there will be 4 of them. One of them will have the correct consonant, punctuation, vowels, and tone marker from start to finish. The other 3, I will mix them up a little bit. And then you have to pay attention which one is the correct one. Nah.
Oh, okay. So we're not writing a sentence
You're not writing
yet.
them out yet.
Okay.
Once
Okay.
you're in the intermediate, I will expect
Yeah.
you to write them out. But
Well,
in the beginners, I'm just going to do multiple choice to make it easier
Okay.
for you guys.
Yeah, because I mean, I could read, and when you say I could read and I like identify words because I know that's the beginning sound, but I'm like to write the words and write a sentence, that might be a little hard yet.
Yeah. I kind of figured that too. So,
Thank you.
okay. Thank you, Jennifer, for letting me know. Okay. So tonight's vocabularies are going to be pretty interesting. Now, in Hmong La Luna, how would you normally say 0 growing up that you remember?
Well, I think it's probably lower blah, but they say son, right? Son.
Son, yes. And that's the only word that we all know growing up. So now Hmong La Lu had the Nzai for 0. Nzai. Now, what is the meaning of Nzai? Anyone want to take a guess before I give you the actual meaning? Kung mo lang tu sa tayo. At the Nzai na yung title niya. Just take a guess. It doesn't have to be accurate. I'll explain to you after you take a guess. No? No one? Wandai means origin. Anything that has a center dot or origin. That's what Zai means, and that's where 0 comes from. So next time when you count your numbers, là dòng này này xuống này cho dấu nè, cái mong dấu này numbers, là dòng này xuống này cho dấu thì ni bí thư thì ni hay ni tu dấu lý sĩ,要sao động, ni hay ni tu dấu lý sĩ thì thôi ni hay cho lu soạn thì instead of ni cho soạn ni cho giải. Right? And then America, lúc tới Jamaica, bên mong một tiền ma y long. lu te chu ma yi long ya ta la ma pe ga te chu mi ga ta shi ma mong la lu te ma yi long actually Jiao ma yi long is American Jiao hai neng o the people not the country ma là the foreign yi long the Americans the beach ball the the Mika, tất nhiên mà lo lụt thì giờ y long mà y long thì thầu bây là mà hay sao cho phát kỳ bây giờ phát kỳ thì mong mà ý sự mong những hoa phát kỳ hoa la nó mong mà phát kỳ hoa la cô chỉ bảo giờ có phát kỳ nó giờ lò from có từ lò ok thì còn Japanese nên ý sự lo này nên nó Japanese là hồ lý chả mong con lý chả
I've heard Nippon.
Nippon good Nippon na is actually a word that le takaho le to kenhua Nippon na Japanese chiamong ho le wa Nippon le takaho le to kenhua Nippon na one time there was a Japanese girl that visited the church that I went to and kundan tata in English ke na I am Nippon na they go what you Nippon ne halu Nippon dia na nè chị yes we Nippon là chị cứ theo mà bao đồ là lu Nippon là chị giờ là chắc cả hồ là li phê hồ mong là chị là hồ là tao hồ Nippon in their language chị nhớ chỗ mong là lu chị là cho nâng la ma la in Nippon how Russian phê hồ là li chả Russian anyone want to take a guess? How about Haley? How would you normally heard Russian being pronounced in Hmong na? Are you there? Anyone?
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to normally say it because my parents never really spoke in Hmong a lot.
Okay. Lần từ họ nó Mông Cổ hay là Xô Viết nữa chứ?
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. Now that you say that, I'm like, oh, Hunha Soviet dome, but I couldn't think of anything else for Russian. Chupomikados.
Yeah, Xô Viết mà biết có là lúc này xua là lúc bên Xô Viết nữa sao? Thì họ nó là thì lúc Mông thì là nâng lúc xì là ma lúc xì. Ma lúc xì. Họ cho nâng blo nè. Cho nâng blo là thì Mông muốn là họ thì cho ma lọt chùa. Lúc bên lọt chùa giá tao làm mà bây giờ nói thì lọt chùa tu lọ tu LOS lọt chùa ta chỉ thì tiêm mà lọt chùa thì lọt chùa nó thì mỗi kho history behind it cho nên mong nè thì mong thêm muốn là huân lọt chùa nếu mà tao nói sao mong có story cho chân nên lọt chùa nè.
Is it the same concept as you know how the Chinese call the Hmong male or me or whatever?
Chinese would have a good reason to call Hmong Huo Miao and I think it's a good word, but some people don't like it though. Lockjaw is actually a bad representation. Cho tờ nâng blo tờ lên mong lo lù lockjaw nè. Cũng mà pero ni khana ya kun ha from quý tu body hay tia. Ni pun ka cho wa na shwana e tàu. Là mấy khai festival thì là phim mua ít cho nâng cho là na chỉ cho wa cho theo wa ra. Chỉ là mấy khai prize chỉ là mấy cho là tuần dây xí xía thì cho wa na cho theo na ra là thì nên tao wa là vòng wa su chi tổ tê tổ tơ thì nên mà linh dây tuần dây là một mua cả tàu khai prize nè. Anybody remember those movies, old movies? I'm sure they still do it nowadays. So what I'm trying to get at is that Tauna, the Mông Tim Blanc, là một sĩ sân cả lúc tới Tim Blanc, đại Am Blanc, là a part of the region, nhớ từ lúc tới Tim Blanc nữa. Thì là một sĩ tư hay tia, lần từ về tàu lúc Panja là lúc phát chùa, một mô tàu khắp price đó là chị, cho nên nó cho tàu cả lúc tới lúc trở lại cả đại Á đó. Thì mong thêm lo sĩ tư muốn về lúc phát chùa nữa. Thì mong mà mong chỉ bao giờ. Thì mong về lý trả lời về chỉ tàu tôi khó tiền lúc phát chùa nữa mà những vấn gì và either do là xin xin thi, I'm not even sure. Và mong về chỉ lại. Thì chấm lo thì là mua tàu ít như xa tức là to sâu lửa giả thì it becomes a sticky substance. Thì chấm lo là mua là cho tệ nó cho mừng trâu cho tên như sticky substance trong này tên như mắm lẩu nè. Ê, còn nếu mua tên như khô cho nên như tệ nó thì có cho mừng bố cho phán ra nó thì niềm lẩu kia. Tìm lo trên dây tàu lúc phát chùa nó mua tàu khắp price nữa. Tìm mong cho nên lo chùa na, lên lo tỷ chùa nè. So that's how that name came about. Họ hay tao nó bị miêu nè thì I heard two different versions. Ý mà miêu thì giờ và trở lại của short definition yang grassroots of China. Ya cho và mi cho lo lo hay thì indigenous. Ni ý từ sân sở nhớ tôi đại Á nữa là mù way before history or before we know that it even exists. Thì mong ý từ nhớ cho nên sân sở nhớ tôi đại Á số nữa là mù thì lấy cho indigenous people thì miêu là lù thì for indigenous or the origin, the group that originally from that land. Likaya, the indigenous of America. So miêu thì trong linh tử thì lấy the grassroots of China. But other people can have other interpretation too. Like Libeta Lumong, it can mean multiple things. So it depends on who's interpreting it and how are they connecting it to what they're talking about. But I thought the Chinese là sử dụng bị miêu từ mông nè thì thầu nên một tô khó và intermediate 2 we'll talk about that miêu subject. There's a book called Hmong Genku that we'll read from. It talked about the Genku of miêu, how they come about. It's not that much in detail, but it'll be a little bit more detailed than what we're talking about now. Okay? And then United States of America. Yalu they thought J near Bonjon. Thought J near Bonjon. Why do they say it that way? Bây mà bây chỉ là they chimica, thế nhưng mà Yalu Hmong thì thought J near Bonjon. Take a guess why we give it that name, or why was that name given that way? Nobody hasn't actually explained it to me, but just from the word of how it is being used, if you think of America, it's not like a one big united country. These states are United States. They unite together, but they're not one piece. Pneumonia. Como son để ăn nó thì lúc sẵn nó nếu muốn người chạy có một số lúc sẵn tao nếu muốn người chạy thì uống nó thì dùng bây giờ là tự nhiên đang bông rò thế này. So that's why I think that was the name given to it. I can get better explanation next time, and then we can discuss about it before the final exam. All right. So tonight we'll be learning about quadruple consonants with single and double tone vowels and then tone markers. Okay. Để thò lúc số chỉ xia ta steep thò lúc số chỉ xia ta gain ta steep roads thò lúc số chỉ xia thế thò lúc số chỉ một chỉ thế thò lúc số chỉ xia thế don't take years. Thò lúc số chỉ một chỉ thế xuân thế. From what I looked up, la lu xuân thế is kind of like cái như xua là cho được thế nhân nà đai muốn gì cho tồn tại con nó sẽ xia nà. That's what it sounds like. I could be wrong, but based on the definition, that's what it sounds like.
Could you explain that in English?
Kashun Tainala.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Well, in English, I'm not exactly sure of the actual meaning, but based on the dictionary that I looked up, Lalu Deshuan Taina, it's like this eerie kind of like a noise that they use in horror movies that kind of creeps up on you. Yeah. Makes you chill to your spine or something like that. Thò lúc số chỉ xia thi thò lúc số chỉ một chỉ thi thò lúc số chỉ xia thi hành very rough. Thò lúc số chỉ một chỉ thi xin thi whispering. 唔錯，你說我自古唔錯，唔錯，你說我自古唔錯，唔錯很 messy，唔錯，你說我進度唔錯，唔錯，你說我進度唔錯，正吞痛。This is kind of like very drained or exhausted, emotionally depressed, I would say. Thò, lúc số chỉ một chỉ, thư. Thò, lúc số chỉ một chỉ, thư, tuần thư. And then we'll be learning quadruple consonant, double vowels, and tone markers. Chaw. So if you notice, this quadruple consonant is different from the one that I used for the single vowels. So, Lutherutian chaw, Halunan chaw, chaw, Lushua I Jimochi, chai, chaw, Lushua I Jimochi, chai hung scared. Sorry about that. Chaw, Lushua ao, Jishia, chao, chaw, Lushua ao, Jimu, chao, chaw, Lushua ao, Jigu, chao, chaw, Lushua ao, Jishia, chao, dun chao is a small house bird. Chaw, Lushua ao, Jimu, chao, chao, kia. This is actually more of like a facial expression. I had a wrong picture on there. It's like when someone face change emotion from being happy to being sadness or frowning of some sort. Chao, lu shuo ao, ji gu, chao, dun chao, lice. Chao, lu shuo ao, ji xia, chao, chao, lu shuo ao, ji mo ji, chao, chao, lu shuo ao, ji xia, chao, ban chao, smoke steaming. Nung is a bird. Nung is just a bird in general, but lumbe pata, that's a specific kind of bird. It's not just don't know, isn't it? Did that answer your question, Bella? Cha, lu shua ao ji mo ji, chao, chao ge lu, craving for love. Cha, lu shua ia, ji xia, chia, clear. Cha, lu shua ia, ji xia, chia, den chia. Cha, lu shua wa, ji xia, chua. Cha, lu shua wa, ji mo ji, chua. Cha, 如说我几些错顿错也都 other 用了一脚嘛来解顿错也的 sea lion no so I have to figure out which exact animal 顿错 is so I can use the correct picture 都看见 in the dictionary 后古个内容呢顿错 is a otter 就是古努一脚碰遇了就 no 顿错 the sea lion so I'm not sure which is which and then 错如说我怎么记错到头了还阴错到那就 just a stack not like a thick stack but maybe a good number stack of paper I would say 10 page or something like that แล้วหมดได้เต๋าบลงเต๋าป้อนเต๋าชวนเต๋า so there's 4 different descriptive words for using with paper เดี๋ยวคนละสันเดี๋ยวกูตาเลยนอน anybody have any question are you all ready for your final exam
Can you pronounce the 4 quadruple consonants again?
the 4 quadruple consonant you mean just the consonant itself right
Yeah, like how does it sound like the NDLH, NPLH, and TSH, and
okay
NTXH?
the NDLH อย่ามองหลังรอรู้ซะกูกอดไล่คอยั่วๆนะแต่ชี MPLH นะทีนอปอลอหอพลอลิมพลายนะพลอนอตอชอหอชอชอเชีย and then the last one นอตอซอหอชอชอเชีย 1 2
Okay, thank you.
Can you
Okay.
repeat that first one again, the NDLH?
That's the Molang Luna. So if I were to pronounce it, the law, something like that. But I don't know if that's how they say it too. So Haley, I'm gonna grade all the assignments that are supposed to be turned in. Whatever you're missing, I'm gonna send out those all the scorecards out so that you can look at what you're missing and then send me an email. Or what I usually do is once I get them all graded, if you're missing something, I usually will send an email directly, or maybe depending on like maybe if 5 or 6 students are missing that particular homework, I will send out an email say if you're receiving this email, then that means you're missing homework number 3, or you're missing quiz number 2, or quiz number 1, or whatever that is. And then I will provide a link to that quiz with the video so that you can take it. Or once you see the scorecards, if you feel like, oh, I already took that, or I already did that, let me know so I can go back and look, because usually once I grade it, I don't go back and look unless I receive notification that there's new entries in the system to go look for. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I'll send you an email about the quizzes that I missed.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I had a question. Is there anything that we should be studying to prepare us for the final exam, or anything that you can let us know to prepare for the final exam?
The final exam is going to focus on the consonant. You need to study the consonant because 透古摸 show like a sentence. You need to 包下就哦，能計係落路喏嘛，你考 spelling 要你喏，you need to get that consonant nailed down. And then the vowels, you need to work on your vowels. And the tone markers are important too. I don't know if I sent out the video tone markers where it focused just on vowels and tone marker because the tone marker cannot make a sound of its own until it is added to the vowel. If you don't, I will resend that file so that you have the file to review for your final exam. You have between now until not this upcoming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. So you will have some time.
Thank you.
We're almost to the end. I mean, does it feel like it's really fast or does it feel like it's a good pace?
I think we need more focus on those consonants, because those not the first one, the one consonant is good, but those second and third and fourth, oh my God, those are too hard. I can't even put them together, and I'm Hmong, so I don't know
It
how
takes
other
time.
people do it.
It takes time. You all have access to those video links, so you can watch them as many times as you need to. If you have any questions or doubt, I'm always open. You can email or call me, and we can talk about it over the phone. One thing funny, to be honest with you, is that when I graduate students from the beginner's course, I know that you're not perfect, but I still graduate you anyway because you're done with that course. The only way you're going to get good at it is to start practicing and start using it. That's the only way you're going to get good at it. And one time, the president of Hmong King Council, he was like, well, we want our students who graduated from our Hmong classes to be at the top. I want to be able to hand them a piece of paper and say, write in Hmong for me. And I'm going to dictate and you write it out. And I thought to the back of my mind, President, don't be unrealistic. I see a lot of people who claim they're expert in Hmong, they still make mistakes. So even I myself, I'm teaching you guys, but there's time when I write a Hmong word that I still make mistake. Other people still caught my mistake too. But I'm not someone who's like, no, man, that's not me. If they caught my mistake, thank you. You get a good eye. So it helped me learn better, improve on it. If I don't want anybody to correct my spelling or correct my writing, how can you ever grow? You know, I've seen the Hmong student or not student, but on social media, I've seen some of our Hmong brothers and sisters, their writings, and I asked them, do you mind if I help you improve on your writing? They said, no, I'm good at it. I know my writing. And I just laughed because I was like, yeah, you know, but 姑娘个的 writing 用你们的腰噻，you know, so 估计咋海路是啥了的估计海，但是嘛，I just thought that to the back of my head, and then 一個估啥個被手個突突呢，一個手指突，一個指不能 correct 個， 这边好只是靠背呢的，有的起泡了，有拼手有给大上，了全部都 correct，有的有拼定係的哦，估數 two。when reality 是 two 哦，那啦，so 估三個，be honest as student，ก็數是 two 啦，一管人做可能啦，instead of 估錯個呢，估啲嘿，you know，you did a great job. You wrote this fantastic article or whatever that you write a piece of work. Now, let me help you to get things straight. 一個嚟找個包 where your mistakes are so you can correct them and be good at it. Not repeat the same mistake, but be good at it. That's what I want my student to be the expert in what they can become by practicing, you know. And one other thing that I'm working with I'm sure many of you heard of her publisher. If you have, raise your hand so I know. Her publisher. Nobody? Nobody heard of her publisher? Let me see if I can find their logo. So I can show you. How many of you seen a logo like this? You'll be buying books from them in the next course if you're going into intermediate one. So they're my suppliers. Now, what her publisher, the owner, he discussed with me that if my student want to become co-authors, we're going to be working on a project once you get to advanced level. I'll pick a topic and say, write a 5-page paper. What does it mean to be Hmong to you? Each of you will get to write your 5-page paper. I will go and read through them individually, correct your mistake for you. Then we will publish a book, Voices from the Community. What does it mean to be Hmong for these students? And you will be the author of your chapter, while I'll be the author of the overall project. Any of you interested in doing that? So then you will be able to have your book out there, starting with your chapter. And in the future, when you start getting good at it, you can become your own author. We like to promote as many Hmong authors as possible. All right. So it's already 8:03. So class is over, and I will get the rest of the material out for you. If you're missing something, email me and let me know. And the rest of you enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy your Thanksgiving gathering tomorrow or however you plan. And look forward to seeing you all at the new year if you do come. All right. Good night.
Will I be able to take my test from last week?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Rồi sẽ là một ta cho mà liên quan
Okay,
có
sounds
cho
good. Okay.
Chỉ có quiz 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's share một ta là. Okay,
Okay.
let me get the link for the quiz 4 for you.
Okay. So, well, I hope it's not that hard because one of the students said it was hard.
It's actually easier because quiz 4 is just one word. Quiz
Yeah,
5 is 3
okay.
words.
Yeah, okay. Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the correct one. All right, got the link?
Okay, got it.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Cậu Prion.
Okay.
Okay, the first question. Công, lý tra công.
Okay, got it.
Second question. Kho, lý lu kho hậu.
Okay, got it.
Third question. Ntia, lý cần thiếu nchino.
Okay, got it.
And the last question. Nchao.
Okay,
That's it.
all right. Let me answer this.
How's your experience so far with the whole class?
So just like the other students said, like now that we're doing like more consonants,
Yeah.
it's getting a little bit more trickier.
Yes.
So I think it's going well, but then at the same time, it's still confusing. But then I think I do get it. But then sometimes, like, I still, if someone say a word to me, I still probably wouldn't be able to spell it right away.
Okay. Like I mentioned, it takes practice. All you have to do is
Yeah,
just keep practicing.
exactly.
Because cú khiến này thì cú to provide the resource ta to lên này là này It just take time to go study a show and practice là thế nào. And then giờ này chỉ sợ họ tự là you can always watch the video to
Yeah,
kind of get you back on track.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's one thing good about the online courses. Tôi có thể giờ qua cho online thì cũng record tàu này thì cũng muốn cho ra này thì nếu mà sẽ tàu giờ bây giờ in person we have no way of recording it
Yeah,
unless somebody actually physically put the camera there. Nó
right,
thì you're not gonna get a recording. Thì nếu mà
right.
trên này trên Jakarta nè. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good because you can go back and rewatch it and listen to it, especially try to hear how it's pronounced, you know?
Right.
So yeah. I enjoy it. It's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Good night
Yeah.
and enjoy your Thanksgiving with your
Yeah, you
family.
too. Have a good one. Good night.
Okay. Good night.